Hi guys, I am back for another reading, and yeah, I just got back from dinner, aka supper, and I am going to be reading now, and I am on chapter 7, and yeah, I'm going to be doing some singing in this chapter, so I'm really sorry if I sound very terrible, because this mic is very stupid. I haven't sung in a story forever. Well, I haven't sung on YouTube ever in my life, so I don't know how it's going to be on this mic. So I'm really nervous, and I'm like shaking right now. So I'm sorry if I sound very terrible. So, here we go. Phineas and Ferb, Dream or Reality 7. Chapter 7. Back at Dubinspert's Evil Incorporated, Perry was still trying to get free from the box he was trapped in. However, his efforts were useless. The box seemed impossible to open, and he was getting tired of hanging the inside without any result. Meanwhile, Dr. Doofenshmirtz was finishing his long story. And that's why since then I started to hate trash cans. But now, with this machine, I will make all the trash cans disappear into oblivion, and all the trash will be dumped on the ground, soiling all the tri-state area. An evil laugh was followed. Then, when everyone is deep in the garbage they've made, I will appear and offer my help at a very reasonable cost. And by very reasonable, I mean really expensive. So, what do you think, Perry the Platypus? Perry looked at Doofenshmirtz, worried that maybe he may be able to carry his plan. If he wasn't stuck in that box, he was already punching the doctor's face and destroying the machine. Then he remembers Mike's mail. Hit the corners of the box. With his tail, he slapped the corners, and by miracle, the box, scrolling down, the box dismantled itself. How did Mike know that? Perry thought. Without a moment to spare, he jumped to Doofenshmirtz, and another fight between the platypus and the doctor began. Back at the Flint Fletcher backyard, Mike was calibrating the machine in order to make everyone go through it instead of one by one. Isabel was lying in the sofa inside the house. She was carried by Candace when she fainted. While she did that, Mike told Phineas what he was going to do for the rest of the day and walked to the age machine controls to calibrate. "I'm going what?" yelled Phineas, bewildered. Mike didn't turn around from the console, but answered slowly. "You are going on a date with Isabella." Everyone couldn't believe what they heard. All that time, Isabel tried to indirectly give hints to Phineas about how she felt about him, but without success. And Mike's plan was to make Phineas go on a date with Isabella all along. Candace got out of the house as soon as she heard Phineas yell, but when she saw his face, she burst laughing. She heard from Mike firsthand about the plan, but she really wanted to see Phineas' dumbstruck face as soon as he found out. The wait really paid off. She couldn't stop laughing. Phineas, however, was nervous. "Me? Going on a date with Isabella?" "Yes," Mike said. "But she's my best friend!" "I think she wants to be more than just best friend." "Won't she be offended if I ask her out?" "She won't even refuse that question." "What if she laughs at me for asking her?" "She won't." "What if she refuses?" "I highly doubt that will ever happen." How can you be so sure that Isabella likes me to the point that she won't refuse going out with me? That's simple. Mike turned to the group and asked out loud, Who can see that Isabella is in love with Phineas? Phineas looked to the group. To his big surprise, everybody raised their hand. Herb, Candace, Jeremy, and Stacy raised theirs too. Mike then turned to Phineas. Any more questions? He asked. What do you mean Isabella is in love with me? Asked Phineas, confused. In the backyard, a huge noise was heard. Phineas turned to the group and noticed everyone had face palms. Wow! Major face palms. Obliviousness, thy name is Phineas, Mike said, giving Phineas a boring look. Turning to the machine, he activated it. Everyone get in. Let's do this in an instant. All the Fireside Girls got in first. After that, they were followed by Buford, Baljic, and DeJano. With that, the machine started beeping. Mike looked at the monitor while keeping his hand near the dial. Didn't you say that you would calibrate the machine in order to withstand everyone? He asked. I did, but the alloy that covers the tunnel can't withstand so much pressure of the vortex for multiple entrances, answered Mike. As soon as the dial popped out, Mike pressed it in. The exit vortex opened and everybody came out in their 17-year-old appearances. As soon as the last person came out of the vortex, it closed and the machine went off. Well, now we let it cool down, said Mike, as he pulled the time drive out of the compartment. Just a precaution. He then turned to Phineas. So, Phineas, are you ready to give Isabella the best afternoon of her life? Phineas looked at everyone. No, he whispered. What? Mike asked. Sorry, but I can't. I don't understand love and Phineas, Mike interrupted. Tell me the following. Do you or do you not like Isabella? At this question, Phineas rubbed his neck. Well, she's a good leader, a really kind girl, a great friend. She's also cute, beautiful, has a great smile, beautiful eyes. Phineas suddenly became quiet and blushed. Why am I saying this? Because you're finally letting your heart talk. Sometimes you've never noticed before, Mike said. What? Phineas looked confused to Mike. Listen, Phineas, people have two ways of thinking. One is with their head and another is with their heart. And I can see that although your heart wants to talk, your head is talking louder, making you put all your creativity and inventions above anything else. However, when Isabella asks you something, that's the only time when your head and heart work as a team, in order to make her happy. Otherwise, your heart can barely be heard. Phineas looked at Mike. Then what should I say? He asked. Just turn it off for this afternoon, was Mike's reply. Huh? Shut off your imaginary factory and for this afternoon and listen only to your heart, or you won't be able to concentrate. Phineas stared at Mike for a few moments, then turned around and walked to the house. I need a few moments to think. And with that, he dashed to his room. Everyone was now looking at Mike. Gretchen, the girl with glasses, was the first to talk. Nice going, Mike. Now Phineas is going to waste all the time we have in this form thinking. Do you have any idea on how we can convince him to do this? Mike grinned. Is there a badge on your fireside manual that involves making your neighbor notice that he's in love? He asked. All the girls suddenly opened their eyes. They all took out their manuals and started searching. A few seconds later, Ginger spoke. Yes, there is. It's the Show Your Neighbor That He's in Love badge. And it's hard to get above all. Wanna help me in order to gain that badge? Mike asked. All the girls changed looks, then grinned and nodded. At DEI, the battle between Perry and Dr. Doofenshmirtz was taking its time. Although Doofenshmirtz had the advantage in size, Perry had the speed and knowledge in martial arts. And this could put him in a huge advantage. With a right kick in the doctor's face, he tripped back, hitting his space warp in air. That made him hit the self-destruct button, but not before it launched a last beam and exploded. Taking his hovercraft, Perry went back home, while in his back he heard Doofenshmirtz's most common phrase, "Curse you, Perry the Platypus!" Phineas entered the house and dashed to his room. Passing by the living room, he saw Isabella lying on the couch, still asleep. Her face showed a small grin, and that made him blush. Could it be that he was falling in love too? Phineas shrugged at the thought and went upstairs, straight to his and his brother's room, and closed the door. He then sat near his bed and looked to his bedside table. There were 3 pictures, a picture of him with Ferb, another with his family, and a third one with him and Isabella. He quickly looked away from that picture. Come on, Phineas, this must be some problem you have. How can you feel love if you can't understand what it is? A voice suddenly came from the window. Phineas recognized Mike's voice. If there's a face for some oblivious shot, I guess you already won that. No girl is worth such ignoration. That's ancient history, so don't dwell on that. Phineas came to the window in time to see all the girls form a choir and start singing, while the boys played the instruments. Who you think you're kidding? She's the earth and heaven to you. Try to keep it hidden. Honey, we can see right through you. Boy, you can't conceal it. We know how you feel and who you're thinking of. Phineas knew that song was directly to him. He started singing along. No chance, no way, I won't say it. No, no, you blush. Hold on. Yeah, okay. You blush, you sigh, why deny it? It's too cliche, I won't say I'm in love. Phineas went inside and closed the window. Turning his back to it, he kept singing. I never thought my heart was begging for this. It feels so good when I think about her. My head is screaming, get a grip, or unless you're dying to lose control. Oh. Outside, he could hear everyone singing. You keep on denying why you are and how you feeling, baby, we're not buying. I'm so embarrassed. Honey, we shall, yeah, hit the ceiling, face it like a grown-up. When you're grown up, then you got it bad. No chance, no way, I won't say it, no, no. Phineas looked at the picture of him and Isabella. He grinned. Give up or give in, check the grin, you're in love. Phineas looked away, surprised. This scene won't play, I won't say I'm in love. You're doing flips, read our lips, you're in love. Phineas got out of his room. You're way off base, I won't say it, he won't say it, no. He passed the living room and looked at Isabella. His head begged to ignore, but his heart was speaking above his head now. Get off my case, I won't say it, boy don't be proud, it's okay, you're in love. Phineas opened the door and stepped out to the backyard. He slowly closed the door behind him. With a loud voice, he looked at everyone. Oh, at least out loud, I won't say it, I'm in love. Everyone looked at Phineas. Mike approached him, looking at his eyes. So? He asked. Phineas inhaled deeply and looked at Mike with a smile. Tell me what I should do. Oh my God! Oh my God. I did terrible. God, do I hate my microphone. I am so embarrassed. I'm probably going to delete the video because it's so bad. Jeez. This is bad. Oh my God, I need to work on my keyboard. I'm so embarrassed. I am still embarrassed right now. Oh my gosh, I actually paused in the story because I was so embarrassed. Ah! I'm never going to do that again. I swear to God, I'm never going to do that again. I'm going to like hire Selena Gomez or something. That's just terrible. I hope you like my reading and not my singing. Okay, I will catch ya, I don't know what day, but I know it'll be someday for me. And I hope you like this and not my singing. Okay, bye.